Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in and check out your boy, P-Funk, thinking right out here in the lab, in the books. I'm about to wrap this book up. This is the last lesson in this book. I got something coming out. I'd like to know which way y'all want. I'll give you a choice. All right? For those who follow close, you know what you do. You let me know. But I got you covered. Don't worry. We got plenty of information for you. So let's get this party started. I want to let you know the last lesson. We done made another book. Let's go. Writism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. I put message in story for life. I give life lessons. You tune into receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission, and I'm on it, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline, practice daily, will help and guide you to attain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. You see where we're going with this? So let's get there together. And I ask the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. It's rhetorical, but if you know how to answer for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. Yeah, that's what I do. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and to my yacht be true. We finished 191, and that's it. There's one page of information. I'm going to wrap it up with that. I got a little something on the back page, but let's go. Right thinkers, let's talk about harnessing through this whole book and learning how to master your psychic powers and your spiritual experiences. You should be well enough. You should be advanced enough and practice enough to understand this level right here, because this is the end of the book. So hope you got the lesson, because this is to finish it off. Let's go. Now, as you gain your success through the practice of serpent power, yoga, you will have experienced many new thrills of discovering what your inner self. And every individual's experience is different. It's their own. That's what makes it unique. And you can have it. And trust me, everybody has their own, no exceptions. All right. But however, at the beginning, you may feel fear, since this is what new territory for you. Mentally, you're starting to have ideas that you didn't have before. You're starting to get concepts and views that you didn't have before. Where they come from? You expand your consciousness. You open yourself up for different things. That's why. That's what it's all about. This thing between your ears is a bad mamma jamma, and it don't come with training manual or instructions. It's learn as you go, as Sadi would tell you. But as you move forward in your advancement, you will discover unimaginable heights of what? Enjoyment. We call it bliss, ecstasy. You ever had a mental or spiritual orgasm when it just feels so good? It's better than physical. Why? Because physical, you got to engage, you got to do something. But to have the mental one, the spiritual one, it's a feeling. It's just feeling. It's just there. You can use it for that purpose and enjoy yourself. Okay? You ain't got to touch yourself, You can just enjoy yourself mentally. And you will have the heights, you will reach heights of enjoyment, of fulfillment that you never thought you could, such as none that you can find in what? Ordinary human life. In order to reach this level, you have to raise your conscious level. Ordinary people will never experience this level of understanding of themselves. Why? Because the work they got to put into reach, everybody's not going to do it. That's why everybody don't reach it. It's there. But in doing this, never forget, right thinkers, that these are all transient. mean they're passing thrills, fancies, and that the ultimate thrill, the real deal, is discovering what? Your true self. And that awaits you at what? The end of your journey. You took this journey to get somewhere, to end up somewhere. And that's where you want to end up with what? Self-knowledge. So by detaching yourself and just be a witness to the experiences in life, we're spiritual beings having a human experience. Enjoy the human experience. And even as you experience them, separate yourself. Don't get too attached to it. Why? It's temporary. It's transient. It's just passing. Deal with it for what it is. Some people, like I say, some people in your life for a season, some in your life for a reason. Your decision. Okay. But now you have what? Sharpen your psychic powers. You becoming mentally better and thinking sharper. And your psychic powers, such as what? Now you have the ability to perceive at a distance. They call it clairvoyance. You can see things before they happen. You can communicate with other people without talking to that telepathy, mental telepathy. These are all ESPs, extrasensory perceptions. And our ancients lived at this level. Everybody. Think about that. A bunch of smart, intellectual, good, righteous people living. It can't be nothing but good. It can't be. That's paradise. That's what they made heaven on earth, literally. We ain't figured that part out yet, okay? And when you have these psychic powers, clairvoyance, telepathy, etc., now you can be what? Can be yours. Okay, the power you have that is yours as what? This all hidden potential in all human beings till their energy centers can unfold. When you reach your full potential, things will happen. If you desire them, but remember that these can be a distraction, like some of your worldly hobbies, some in gifts, some things we take for granted, some things that lead us off the beaten path sometimes because we get carried away with it because of enjoyment, because of the pleasure that it brings us, whether it be drugs, sex, whatever. Take it too far. Remember, balance in everything you do. That avoids that problem. And watch this. Your worldly hobbies and gifts can also be a hindrance, okay? Be careful. Again, God's gift ain't always good if you misuse them, they'll backfire. But the most important psychic power, here you go, you should look for, you ready? Are your inner peace. Reaching that level where you happy within yourself. You happy with yourself. You happy with the things that you're doing. You happy with the place that you're in. Everything, life situation, you're content and happy with. Why? Because you're in control of that. If you're in a position where you're not in control, then you cause that too, right? If you're in prison, something you did to get you there. If you're in an uncomfortable position, it's something you did to put you there. So you got to figure certain things out for yourself. That's why reaching peace within oneself. Watch this. The highest level is the inner peace and contentment. Why? Because this is what allows you to be free from what? Worldly miseries. Well, what's worldly miseries? Relationships going bad. Situations that's not in your favor. Those are worldly miseries that everybody suffered through. But when you rise above the worldly things, they don't bother you. That's the difference. And you are above the worldly miseries. You are happy, you're content. And watch this, while engendering this sensation, unlike any other, is the fulfillment of what? Your sexual desires. But it's multiplied. I tell you, that mental, spiritual orgasm is a sexual orgasm multiplied. Okay? Desire multiplied by tenfold, manifold, okay? The sexual pleasure orgasm don't come close to the mental orgasm. That's what they try to explain to you. And for this reason, this is why your serpent power, right, in philosophy yoga, is known as what? The style of yoga which bestows fulfillment in all planes, physical, mental, and spiritual. Body, mind, and soul. This is the cure. This is the concept that our ancients lived by. it is also why what? All forms of yoga will depend on the serpent power for what? Spiritual advancement. Because the things you do to make that kundalini rise, watch this. Now, with yourself, a practitioner, which is you, right thinkers, of wisdom. When we practice wisdom, that right thing philosophy is the wisdom of yoga. It elevates what? Your serpent power by how? By cleaning the mind and the body through what? Right thinking and right reasoning, right living. Those are things that you control. Okay? When you do those things, something will happen. Like magic. No, it's just cause and effect. Okay? You reap what you sow. If you're a practitioner of your devotional yoga, meaning most Christians are devotional yogas of God, okay? And what they do, they elevate their serpent power. How? They elevate their serpent power by cleansing the mind and the body through what? Pure emotion, which is directed toward God. Christ, whatever you want to call it, but they are diehards. I'm in church yesterday, beautiful day. Everybody feeling good about God, youth program, good stuff. Yeah, picture that. But yeah, that's what it's all about. And when you got young people involved, indoctrinating them to what? If that's what y'all doing, bring them in. If it's good enough for you, bring them in. If what you're doing, your kids can't do, you're doing something wrong. I asked my pastor, how did all y'all stay in church? He said, Brother Wright, that's all we know. That says it all right there. His grandniece, or his great niece, whatever, but his sister's daughter says she loved church. I've never had a young kid, and everybody tell you, man, I didn't want to go to church when I was a kid. Oh, I went to church, why? They had girls there, so I had the gender. When I went to church, that's what the girls was at. Okay, again, but I had fun. Food was good. Don't have a clue about the. Matter of fact, my buddy's grandfather was the preacher. I knew Reverend Buckman. I knew him, and he gave us good lessons in life, so I always respected him. I never went to a church service. Why? The kids wasn't allowed. Back then, we had a little spot in the room, what they call it, whatever. But we was in there all the time, so I didn't get no message when I was a kid. I'm chasing them girls and get them biscuits. All right, but that's my memory of church. For a young person to actually like being around that environment, that means at home it's conducive. They live in a certain way, and they go to church. It don't change. And she's been there all her life, so I see and understand that beautiful thing for young people. I ain't got no problem with that at all. But you as a practitioner, get back to lesson. Sorry about that. But you practitioner, and you want to practice another one of my favorites, action yoga. Okay. Elevates your serpent power by cleansing your mind and body. How? Through righteous living and actions, selfless service, and you do everything toward what? Toward divine, through what? Your selfless service to humanity and others, or others in humanity. Just doing what's right. Just conduct yourself in a manner in which you make it pleasing for people to interact with you. That's a good thing. That's how I do. And that's it. There's nothing special. Okay? And people appreciate that. You can get more people with honey than you get with vinegar. Being nasty, and that ain't gonna get nobody like that. So I conduct myself in that manner. And now, if you're a practitioner, another one of my favorites, I've mastered each one of these levels. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. You can practice them, but the goal is to master them. Why? So you have them all. And you practitioner, next one is meditation, yoga. That elevates what my favorite. It elevates your serpent power by what? By cleansing the mind and the body through what? Pure will and concentration, which is directed towards, again, the divine, aka God. So therefore, when you master all these areas of meditation, you live them, you manifest them, you know them, you good to go. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. So therefore, all forms of any one of the yoga practices, you need to have insight into serpent power, and each one of them does just that. If you got all of them, even better. I do. Wrapping it up, this could be quick. As the serpent power is awakened, that means you're living it, you're manifesting it, and it's done in a natural, and it ain't no other way but natural. It's done in a natural way, which there is what? An increasing peace and a greater understanding of the teachings that you're learning. When you're putting in the work, some people put a little bit. Some people put a little more. Some people put a lot. Why? They want what they want, and they're going to put it all in to get all out. That's the way to go. 100%. Give it. Why? Because they're going to come back the same way. That's the down. That's the deal. So, again, you reap what you sow. Cause and effect. The effect is only based on the cause. If you did right, the effect going to be good. Simple. But the greater understanding that you obtain from living it comes from what? Your experience. And now you got what they call an expanded consciousness. You have experience, you have wisdom of situations, circumstances that you handled for yourself, got through them, and you learn from that. So now you become what? A teacher of what? A philosophy of wisdom that you experience for yourself. If you know what you're talking about, you can talk. If you don't talk. That's all. If you want to know, ask somebody. Moving on. But when that expanded consciousness happens, you become a different individual. You're a better person. Why? You're going to do what's right. You're going to act in a respectful manner. These things that you control. When people wild out and get out of pocket, the first they say, well, I shouldn't. That means you have no self-control. That's what that means. When you act on emotion, you act out and you react in a negative manner, you have to regret that action. Self-mastery stops all of that. Moving on. That's the point. And that is brought on about what? That's by the work that you put in. And when you raising the serpent power through what? Chakras, energy centers, open them up, practicing and mastering them at each level. And your power, as it increases, what? Your conscious awareness. You becoming sharper. You can recognize things. You can see people. Oh, everything just seems a little bit different. You put the glasses on. Like Adam, man, I can't see jack. Okay, I can't read nothing in this book. If I take these glasses off, put them on, oh, there they go. So yeah, and that's what meditation gives you, an insight to yourself. What better thing to see? You don't need glasses for that. You don't need no light to see through you. You need awareness. You need consciousness, and you need to be living righteous. Trust me. And when you do this, the capacity of your nervous system will accommodate the expanded perception. That means it'll acquiesce. Your nervous system will start aligning. It will start shaping itself. It'll get more robust. It'll get more healthier. The mind controls the body. The senses, again, now become what? More expanded. You get more concept. Why? Because now your sense of smell, your sense of sight, your sense of hearing, touching, and tasting will all be amplified to be more subtle, and you begin to perceive things beyond the physical plane. You start to see what? The inner vision, your third eye vision. You're starting to see in other colors, so to speak. I use the phrase, I see what you ain't looking at. That means I'm seeing it inside you because you ain't looking at yourself. Most people just look outward, but these eyes, they can only see in. The third eye sees in. These eyes see out. The third eye sees in. That's why when you wake it up, open it, you see your true self. Some of us don't like us. Why? Because they don't know who they see. They don't know themselves, so they think they're somebody other than they really are. Knowledge of self. Know thyself. This has been handed down to us from our ancients for a reason. They knew that we would be taken away. They knew that our identity would be stolen from us. We'd be given different names with different identities. So knowing thyself was important. And they tried to leave us that phrase. I'm working on it. I'm still working with it. That's my mantra. And watch this. When you get sharp and you see things outside the physical plane, that's your spiritual vision. This leads to what? Your perennial awareness of life. You're living a better life, a spiritually meditative, disciplined lifestyle for yourself. And all encompassing. But see, now you incorporated all your lessons. It's all encompassing, and you have a newfound appreciation of what? Your own existence for being here. Now you know why and who you are and the purpose and what you should be doing for yourself. And this, you ready? This, I've been waiting for this the whole time. I've been waiting to get right here. This is what we call nihas. That's why I'm trying to take you through this whole book. Should get you to this point right here where you know yourself through what? The work that you put in, the thing that you experience. Now you know for yourself. It ain't what I say. It's what you've been doing. If you've been doing it, then you reach that level of nihas, or better term, spiritual enlightenment, or another one, the Great Awakening. That's the lesson. Hope you enjoyed it. I did a great job. I got one more. I'm closing out. I forgot this little intricate right here. May Tahuti and Iraq. Remember, Iraq is the female Uranus. Okay, that's serpent power. May Tahuti, which is God's mind, and Iraq lead you to what? The highest attainment of high consciousness, aka nihas. That's my lesson. And in closing, right thinkers, hope you enjoyed the book. I enjoyed giving it to you. I got more on the side for you. We want to start a new one. But in closing, may you all live to be 100, be 100 mindset day. So I never know my right thinkers who know how to meditate and know themselves and how to master serpent power have passed away. I'm out. I got some more stuff coming up. I got to get to work. I got a new book to start.